Voices from the Wire, Episode 1. The first night no one ever talks about. Intro. There's a moment every veteran can remember, but almost none ever talk about. Not the moment the plane landed, not the first patrol, not the first time the radio cracked with something serious. I'm talking about the first night. The first night when everything went quiet. When the world around you went dark, you suddenly realized you were a long, long way from home. That moment sits with you, sometimes forever. Nobody prepares you for it. Welcome to Voices from the Wire, stories born in the spaces between the chaos. This is episode 1. The first realization. The first night hits you different. You're lying in a place that doesn't smell like home, surrounded by gear that still feels stiff and new, listening to sounds you've never heard before. Generators humming, metal creaking, people shifting around on cots, and that weird combination of sand, sweat, and diesel. It stays in your clothes. It stays in your memories. And even though you're surrounded by people, you feel alone in a way you've never felt before. It's that moment every veteran realizes this is real, and I'm not going back to the life I knew as the same person I was. The mindset shift. No one talks about how fast your mindset changes. One day you're at home running errands, eating your favorite food, complaining about the small annoyances, and the next day you're in a place where everything matters. Every noise, every shadow, every moment on the horizon. Your brain rewires itself almost immediately. You go from being a civilian with worries to a protector with responsibilities. And that shift, it doesn't unshift easily when you come home. The people you never forget. There's always someone on the first night who keeps everyone else grounded. The guy cracking jokes when nobody wants to laugh, or the quiet one staring at the door, or the one writing a letter or looking at a picture from home, and the one always pretending that they're not scared. Everyone handles it differently, but everyone remembers who was there. Those bonds form before you even realize it. You don't know it yet, but some of those people will become your closest family, and some you'll spend the rest of your life missing. The weight you don't feel yet. On that first night, you don't feel the full weight of what's coming. You don't know the name of the places that will still stay carved into your mind. You don't know the sounds that will follow you home. You don't know the faces that you'll never forget. All you know is you're not home. All you know is you're not the same person who boarded that plane. Not anymore. What no one tells you the hardest part isn't what's happening there. It's what's happening after. How you come home, but parts of you don't. How you smile, laugh, go to work, but there's a version of you still out there living inside memories you can't control. How you carry stories that have nowhere to go because you don't want to burden the people that love you. How sometimes the quiet of night feels too much like that first night. And how sometimes you still feel alone in a room full of people. Why these stories matter. This isn't about glorifying anything. It's about telling the truth. The truth that service changes you. The truth that healing takes time. And the truth that there's strength in admitting you're human. There are veterans out there right now trying to make sense of the same first night. Trying to understand why they feel the way they do. Trying to figure out if what they're carrying is normal. And it is. And they're not alone. In closing, if this story hit you, if it brought back a memory you haven't talked about in years, then you're exactly where you need to be. This channel isn't about war. It's about the people who live through it and the lives they're trying to build afterwards. This is Voices from the Wire, where the stories continue long after the radios go silent. If you want more, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and stick around for episode 2. We're just getting started.